Blessings, everyone. Welcome back. If you don't know, now you know. My name is Amani Penn Gilbert. I'm a licensed real estate agent and interior stylist here in Houston, Texas, helping all of my clients maximize their dollar through buying, selling, building, or designing real estate. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you guys, I'm super excited to continue this talking head journey of providing you guys more educational content. And I'm super excited to give you this information today. So, of course, by the title of this video, we are talking about the top 5 mistakes to avoid when you are buying your home. So, of course, before we jump in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Any support that you choose to leave on this channel truly does not go unnoticed. I see every single one of you, and I love it. I appreciate it so much. You can also catch more short form video content just like this over on my Instagram page, which is at Amani My Realtor. So let's go ahead and jump right in and talk about the top 5 mistakes to avoid when you go to buy your home. So number 1, of course, coming in hot. This one is very cliche. However, you wouldn't believe it happens all of the time. Number 1 is going to be waiving your inspection. Now, I never recommend somebody waive an inspection unless it's like an investment property or something like that. We know it needs repairs. However, when you go to purchase your home, if it's residential or even new construction, never waive your inspection because your inspections will save you. If you do not choose to opt in and get that inspection, or if you're trying to cut costs anywhere by just not wanting to get the inspection, then you risk running into unforeseen things down the line as far as repairs and things like that could have been avoided or caught or repaired at the time of the purchase. The cost of the inspection is normally around $600 to $750. So make sure you have this cash on hand when it comes to you purchasing your home. I know a lot of people wonder about the things or the cost that it takes to purchase a home out of pocket, and I can do a separate video on that. If you do need one, just go ahead and drop a comment down below and I'm happy to make one for you. Anywho, yeah, waiving your inspection just is the worst thing that you can actually do. There's a form that we actually have that makes a client sign it to say like, hey, I am choosing to waive my inspection, or I'm choosing to opt in for the inspection, because it is that important. So that is why you have your option period. That is why you pay your option fee in order to get that inspection. So make sure you always do so and never try to skip over that or cut costs in that area, because it really could kick you in the butt later. All right, and number 2 is going to be not making sure you have home warranty when it comes to the terms in your contract. So not making sure that you have home warranty when it comes to your negotiation terms is because this leaves you at risk of having to repair major appliances down the line, and we do not want that. Appliances can run you anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, so just think about having to come out of pocket for those costs. Now, this is something very standard. A lot of sellers are willing to negotiate to pay for your home warranty, but although it is standard and your realtor most likely will know, always remember to bring it up and make sure that you thoroughly read through the contract and it is included in the contract. This will normally be called a residential service contract when it comes to the wording. So always remember that if you don't want to have to come out of pocket for your appliances down the line. And number 3, this one is actually kind of city specific and geographic specific. However, since I do sell primarily in Houston, and if you are looking to purchase in Houston, or if you're selling in Houston and you kind of know about this, then number 3 is buying a house in a flood zone. Now, it isn't bad to purchase a home in a flood zone. However, this does leave you at risk of having higher insurance costs and, of course, your home flooding. And if you're familiar with Houston at all, then you are aware of the floods that typically happen here in hurricane season. So if this is something that concerns you, always remember to ask about if the house that you are interested in is in a flood zone, and check the flood map, which you can find on FEMA.gov. So remember to take this one seriously, especially if you are looking in Houston, and always remember to ask if the house is in a flood zone, or even check it yourself. Number 4 is going to be not considering the longevity of your investment. Now, this one is pretty common with younger purchasers that I see or work with, because they are typically concerned about the aesthetics of the house, how it works for them and their lifestyle and things like that. However, when it comes to the longevity of your investment, this is super important because you want to make sure that you're purchasing in an area where you're going to see some appreciation appreciation or return on that investment. Something common you'll always hear when it comes to real estate is location, location, location. And this is where that comes into play, because you want to make sure that you're purchasing in an area where there's growth. And so where there's growth, you'll always have growth in income as well. So paying attention to the growth cycle that particular neighborhood is in when you're going to tour these homes is very, very important. Something else to keep in mind is the type of property that you are investing in. So whether that's single family, multifamily, a condo, high rise, whatever that might be. Of course, duplexes and multifamily are huge here in Houston. That's because there's so much opportunity in that lane for good reason. Multifamily offers so much potential to build generational wealth. That's why I love it so much, and everyone else does too. So consider the type of investment that you are investing in, because a lot of first-time home buyers now are starting to go into duplexes or even triplexes, fourplexes, and things like that, because they now qualify under FHA loans. So keep that in mind. Always know your options and maximize the potential that's there for you. So now number 5 kind of ties in with number 6, and this one's going to be not considering all of the options that you have. So now I say that because there are options out there. So whether that is investing in single family, which you can later rent out for long-term rental, or you can do a multifamily where you can live in one side and then rent out the other and make some income on and pay that mortgage. So always educate yourself, always know the options that are out there, and know your strategy that you want to have as well when it comes to real estate investing or even just purchasing your first home. And this last one's going to be a bonus. Number 6 is not hiring a realtor. This is the absolute worst thing that you could do when it comes to buying your home, because number 1, you miss your opportunity of having professional representation when it comes to negotiating for you, making sure all of the terms and details are in line in your contract, making sure you have an ultimately concierge type of experience, at least with me you will, and just making sure that the market that you are choosing is good for your future as far as investing wise, appreciation, and things like that. So always keep that in mind. Make sure that you choose the right realtor for you, and you get someone that's educated on the local market and they know and they can handle all of your needs and wants. But anywho, that wraps up the top 5 mistakes I'd avoid when it comes to buying a home. Now, if you love this video, if you have any feedback for me, go ahead and hit the like button down below, as well as leave a comment. Let me know what's some things that you wish you would have avoided in your first home purchase, or some things that you are going to make sure that you avoid when you make that move. So go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know. I'd love to hear back from you guys. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe as well. So sorry about that, guys. My camera literally just died. My camera and microphone at the same time. Like, what are the odds? Good thing I was already wrapping it up. But anywho, if you want to see more short form content just like this about real estate, educating you on real estate, and as well as like behind the scenes of the lifestyle, just go ahead and follow me over on Amani My Realtor, which is my Instagram handle, and pretty much all of my social media handles are going to be Amani My Realtor. And soon enough, you'll be able to contact me on AmaniMyRealtor.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.